Married at first sight alum Jamie Otis has disclosed disturbing details amid her baby nephew James' recent hospitalization. On Thursday, the 35-year-old reality star expressed her gratitude for her fans' support before providing an update on the infant's condition. "Thank you again for all your prayers. I can't thank you enough. Truly. Jamie is still in the hospital but getting stronger," Jamie wrote in a lengthy caption on her Instagram post, which featured a slideshow of videos and photos of Jamie. Otis' post began with a clip of her nephew happily playing with his toys. On the video, she wrote, "My sister sent me this video of my nephew Jamie 24 hours before she sent me," adding a pointed finger. In the next image, Jamie was seen hooked up to tubes in the hospital. "This photo of my nephew incompletely unresponsive," she wrote, adding a tear emoji. The television personality explained in the caption, "For everyone asking, this is what happened. The day before my sister dropped off my happy, energetic nephew at the sitters, she sent all of us aunties a video of him sitting up all by himself playing with toys. She was so proud of him and he was having so much fun," she continued. "The exact same time the next day I get a frantic call from my little sissy. I can barely make out what she's saying through the sobs. I could hear the fear, panic and pain in her voice, but I just couldn't understand. Until I heard her say it's Jamie. My heart dropped. What happened to him? He seemed perfectly fine a few hours ago. I could have never imagined how awful it really was." She told me how she dropped him off at the sitters a few hours ago, but she just got a call that he began having multiple seizures, so they called an ambulance to take him to the hospital. Jamie went on to say, when he got to the hospital he continued to have seizures, and as they ran tests they found he had a broken clavicle, brain bruising and bleeding, and several more bruises all over his little body. The registered nurse recounted her nephew's harrowing experience upon his arrival at the hospital. She said, "My sister couldn't even see him at first. The amazing doctors and nurses were working hard to stabilize my nephew and save his life. When my Bill and Sis were finally able to go in and see their son, what they saw was every parent's absolute worst nightmare. Their sweet baby boy, the same one who was just sitting up and happily babbling while playing with his toys, was lying unresponsive in a hospital bed. He was in an induced coma and intubated. He had wires, tubes, monitors and braces all around him. All my sister and brother-in-law could think was what happened to our baby. It's now been a little over a week and Jamie is such a strong little guy. His parents haven't left his side once." Jamie concluded, "We still don't know what happened to this precious, innocent, defenseless baby. But we are praying to find out and make sure it doesn't happen to another child." #prayers for healing #prayer change things. Otis shared a post on Friday in which Jamie was seen intubated as he laid in a hospital bed, but he was not longer wearing a neck brace. The infant twiggled and began to babble softly as his mother cradled him in her arms. She wrote in the caption, "Isn't his baby voice so precious? Smiley face, we missed hearing the sweet sounds of baby James' voice and seeing his little legs kicking and moving. Heart, I know I'm biased, but he is the cutest little fighter babe." Otis continued, "It is so kind that so many of you want to support my sis and Bill by sending $1 or starting a GoFundMe. Oh my gosh, you are the absolute best. Truly. I love you, Heart, right now my sis and Bill are not trying to raise dollar, but they're incredibly thankful you're offering. They're just hoping you will continue to pray, send positive vibes, and keep baby Jamie in your thoughts to support him that way. Heart, we're hoping he makes a full recovery and that the investigation doesn't stall out. We want to know what happened to him to cause all of this trauma he's suffering from in order to make sure it doesn't happen to another child, or something worse. I know I've said it a lot, but I'm going to keep saying it. Thank you again for all the prayers and positive vibes. You have no idea how much it's helping. He's making amazing progress given his condition. Heart, #bestfriends #prayerworks. Last Tuesday, Jamie revealed her nephew's nightmare health situation in an Instagram post. She shared heartbreaking snaps of her nephew Jamie hooked up to tubes in the hospital as she called him a fighter, but at the time, she did not reveal details of his prognosis. Sharing that the toddler was rushed to upstate Golisano Children's Hospital in Syracuse, New York after being dropped off with a babysitter, Jamie called the situation every parent's worst nightmare. Jamie posted a trio of snaps as she tried to detail a bit about the situation in a lengthy caption, but said her nephew was getting stronger every day. My sis dropped my nephew Jamie and my niece Natalie off at the babysitter's just like any other day. But a few hours later she got a call that Jamie was in an ambulance on his way to the hospital. Every parent's worst nightmare. Jamie is a fighter and so are his parents. They haven't left his side once since he's been in the hospital. We are so thankful for the docs and nurses and whole medical team who are taking exceptional care of my precious nephew. And I'm also so grateful they are doing their best to support my sissy and Bill, too. She continued to say, they'd never, ever ask, but they need all the love, support, and prayers they can get. I can't imagine living in this nightmare. I can't wait to hold this little guy again. He's getting stronger every day. Gosh, life is so fragile. Hold your loved ones tight, she cautioned in conclusion. Jamie is mother to 2 children, daughter Henley Gracie Grace, 4, and son Hendrix Douglas, 15 months, who she shares with husband Doug Henner. On September 3 she first spoke about the situation with regards to her nephew, while holding her children close to her heart on Instagram. Thankful to hold my babies, but I feel awful for my sister. She doesn't get to rock her babies to sleep tonight. She got a call yesterday that is every parent's absolute worst nightmare, she wrote at the time. Otis married Henner in 2014 after meeting on Married at First Sight, and prior to that she appeared on season 16 of The Bachelor in 2012. On August 10, Jamie confessed that she and Doug were having marital troubles as she wrote him fighting for my marriage, as she shared a photo of them crying in the car after a therapy session. We're not giving up on each other, not now, not ever, she maintained, and days later shared an update, thankful I married a man willing to put in the work when things get tough, not just up and leave or want a divorce.